Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you've done all this incredible research for a speech, but now you're wondering, how do I actually, say all this stuff out loud without sounding like I'm just reading a works cited page? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we are going to transform that research into rock solid, credible statements that make your audience really listen. So, let's just get right into it. When you're up there and you make a big claim, how do you back it up? How do you prove to everyone listening that you're not just pulling ideas out of thin air? The answer is your new best friend, the verbal citation. Honestly, it's the secret sauce that makes you sound like you absolutely know what you're talking about. So what exactly is this thing? I love this subtitle, Your Credibility Power-Up. Let's think of it that way. This isn't some boring academic chore. Nope, this is a strategic move. It's how you literally borrow the authority of an expert and build that super important trust with your audience. What I love about this definition is that it's all about the audience. A verbal citation is basically you saying, hey, just so you know, I did my homework on this. You're giving them just enough information, the perfect amount, so that they can follow along, trust you, and accept what you're saying as legit. Okay, this is where we get to the good stuff, the how-to. You don't have to guess what to say. There is a super simple 4-part formula that works pretty much every single time. We're calling them the 4 credibility keys. Let's break them down. Here's the game plan. It's really just 4 things. 1, the author's name. 2, their credentials. Why are they an expert? 3, the year it came out, because we want current info, right? And 4, the title of the article or book. That's it. Let's build one together right now. All right, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty and see how this works in the real world. We're going to create a verbal citation from scratch, and we'll use a topic that's super relevant if you're a student: how to study smarter, not harder. Okay, key number 1, you have to start with a name. Who's the person behind the idea? Saying their name makes the source feel real, like it's coming from an actual human being, not just some random fact floating around the internet. So for our example, let's kick it off like this. According to education expert Dr. Angela Valenzuela, okay, that's a great start. We've got a name, we've even hinted she's an expert, but we can do better. This brings us to key number 2, and this one is crucial. You have to answer that little question in your audience's head. Okay, but why should I trust her? This is where credentials come in. This is what gives the author their authority. Let's add that in. Now we've got a lead researcher on effective study techniques at Stanford University. Whoa! See how much more power that has? Now we know exactly why she's the person to listen to about studying. Key number 3 is all about timing. Is this info from last week or from like 1982? In most fields, new is better. A good rule of thumb is to try and stick to sources from the last 10 years or so, maybe even sooner if it's a fast-moving topic like tech or medicine. So we'll just pop that right into our sentence. Now it says, in her 2024. Perfect. This signals to the audience that the information is fresh, it's up to date, just one more piece to the puzzle. And finally, key number 4. Where specifically did you find this? Naming the source, the article, the book, whatever it is, gives your citation that final concrete anchor. It shows you've done your homework and tells people where they could find it if they wanted to. So, let's finish it off by adding the title, Article, Active Recall for College Learners. And that's it. We have all 4 of our credibility keys. So, you ready to see what the whole thing looks like when we put it all together? So, we have collected our 4 keys: the author's name, her credentials, the year, and the title. Now let's put them all together into one smooth, powerful statement that you could drop right into a speech. Just listen to how that sounds. According to education expert Dr. Angela Valenzuela, a lead researcher on effective study techniques at Stanford University, in her 2024 article, Active Recall for College Learners, students who quiz themselves retain 50% more information. Bam! It flows perfectly, it's jam-packed with credibility, and that final fact lands with so much more impact. And hey, this isn't just some formula we made up. Check out this other example. It says, according to Dr. Esmeralda Ramirez's 2020 article titled Breast Cancer Facts, you can see the pattern right there, can't you? Author Ramirez, credential doctor, year 2020, title Breast Cancer Facts. It's the same exact blueprint. So let's lock it in. Here's your checklist for your speaking toolkit. The next time you're writing a speech and you have a key piece of evidence, just run it through these 4 keys: name, credentials, year, and title. If you can master this, I'm telling you, it'll level up every presentation you give from now on. So that really just leaves one question. In your next speech, Whose expert voice are you going to use to make your point unforgettable? Think about it. Instead of just saying a fact, who can you bring in to give that fact the power and authority it truly deserves? Thanks for tuning in.